Protest by all Nagaland ad hoc teachers group 2015 batch enters day 3 as agitation continues at the Secretariat Junction in Kohima. Nltv vows to continue agitation till their demands are met. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi visits Noklak district and held a series of meetings with various organizations and groups. During his visit, Governor held talks with civil society organizations, officials of major political parties and business community. 5 NSC and KYA cadres, along with one apprehended by police in connection with abduction from Mukokchung's Akuya village junction. Various calibers of arms and ammunition, besides other equipments recovered from arrested persons. Case registered under IPC Section 363. Following nationwide raids in last few days, central government bans Popular Front of India for a period of 5 years. Ministry of Home Affairs in a notification also bans its associates and affiliates as unlawful under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967. Bringing joy to central government employees and pensioners ahead of festive season, Union Cabinet decides to increase their nurse allowance by 4% effective from 1st July 2022. Government also decides to extend Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana for another 3 months till December this year. Good evening, viewers. You are watching English Primetime News. This is Hassan. We will now look into details. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi on Wednesday visited Noklak district and held a series of meetings with various organizations. Mukhi visited Assam Rifles COP at ITC DAN and interacted with Assam Rifles officers and Jawans. Further, he held a brief interaction session with various civil societies such as Kemningwan Tribal Council, Kemningwan Men Hui Hoikam, along with Kemningwan Students Union, Pangsha Public Organization and Village Council Chairman of DAN Village, New Pangsha Village, Old Pangsha Village and Wontoi Village. Meanwhile, he also took part in separate interaction sessions with the security agencies, political party officials and Noklak Chamber of Commerce and Industry. While attending the 35th Annual General Meeting of Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland, Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi on Tuesday urged upon IRCSN to get involved with the medical fraternity, doctors and nurses. The governor said that the medical fraternity were a great asset to the society in mostly organizing health programs. The meeting was held at Dr. Imkongliba Hall in Raj Bhavan on Tuesday. Professor Mukhi, who is also the IRCSN president, said that the first aid and blood donation training programs by IRCSN must be continued with greater interest and also suggested that the membership should be scaled up in order to strengthen the organization. He further encouraged the branches to register more young leaders, teachers, church leaders, doctors and nurses who can take proactive roles in carrying out the mission of the Red Cross. In connection to the abduction case of a senior supervisor of a construction company, Ramakant Giri, the Mukokchung police have so far arrested 6 persons, which includes 5 NSC and KYA members and 1 other. The operation team initially arrested 4 at Akuya village junction and later arrested 2 more persons. Meanwhile, speaking to Nltv, SDPO Tuli Aketochishi informed that the arrested persons have been admitted and that the reason of abduction was due to ransom. The SDPO further added that the senior supervisor is in good health and that he has gone through medical examination for the same. Notably, a case has been registered under IPC section 363 and the investigation is currently underway. The arrested persons have been identified as Wang Yim, Wen Ka, Piyao, Hangsha, Imkong Akum and Ao Snip. Various calibers of arms and ammunition and other equipments were also recovered from the arrested persons. Four persons were arrested from Dimapur's Kushaibil village on suspicion of kidnapping on Tuesday. The arrested persons were allegedly selling shampoo on a fully loaded vehicle in the village. Reportedly, the Dimapur police received the information regarding the suspects on Tuesday evening and later apprehended them from Kushaibil village. The four accused are being interrogated at East Police Station. Meanwhile, DCP Bharat Lakshman informed that it is not confirmed yet if it is a kidnapping case. Further investigation is underway in the alleged kidnapping case.
The factual details are like this. Around 5:10 p.m. we received information at our East Police Station regarding 4 persons apprehended by public at Kushabil. Then police personnel reached the spot and as per preliminary inquiry, it is established, so far it can be said, there was one lady who noticed one vehicle was stopped at Kushabil on the road. One person came down of vehicle and she saw a child nearby. The lady was 20 to 25 feet behind the vehicle. So she presumed that they may be child kidnappers. So she alarmed the public and they arrested this individual. Plus there were 2 more occupant passengers in vehicle along with the driver. So in total 4 people were apprehended. They had come in the one hired vehicle Dilo from Assam. So as per the preliminary report, there was no attempt of kidnapping.
Yes, sir.
So we are yet to establish the purpose of their visit to Nagaland.
Okay, sir.
Now they are in our custody.
Okay.
And I think this is the information we are right now.
The Catholic Church at Mupung of Mon District Christ King Church, Mupung, held a renovation ceremony on Wednesday, which was abandoned for more than a decade. The renovation was done under the spiritual direction of Bishop of Nagaland, Dr. James Topil. The new church building was blessed by Right Reverend Topil and he was accompanied by 10 priests and nuns. A ribbon-cutting ceremony along with sprinkling of holy water around the church was accompanied by Holy Mass celebration. During the sermon, Bishop of Nagaland requested the Catholic community of Mupung to be true and faithful to the Universal Catholic Church. Further, various leaders of Mupung Hongkong Range met the bishop and assured their cooperation every time.
My dear brothers and sisters, we shall now bless these new church doors. Let us pray fervently to the Lord that all who enter this church through these doors in order to pray, to hear the word of God and celebrate the sacraments may hear the voice of Christ. It is Christ who gave himself to us as a true door to eternal life.
Noklak Frontier District observed World Tourism Day under the aegis of United Nations World Tourism Organization on 27 September on the theme Rethinking Tourism. And the purpose of celebrating the World Tourism Day is to raise awareness on tourism and its effects. Notably, World Tourism Day is observed by United Nations World Tourism Organization on September 27 every year. The event was attended by Secretary of Tourism Wesi Kent, Deputy Commissioner of Noklak Aizumeru, Superintendent of Police Dr. Pritpal Kaur and several other officials. Meanwhile, items of the test of Noklak Society, Noklak Masterpiece and herbal products made in Nagaland were displayed and sold out during the event. Inter-school painting competition under the theme Ecotourism was held at St. Paul's School, Noklak on 21st September. As the Durga Puja is approaching in a few days, Hindu community residing in Nagaland is all set to observe the festival. Following the festival, the monitoring body, Hindu Seva Samiti, has issued new guidelines for the Puja committee in Dimapur district. President of Hindu Seva Samiti, Y.G. Gupta, stated that the Samiti had conducted a meeting on 11th September with all the Puja committee in the Dimapur district. Total 53 Puja pandals will be organized in Dimapur district for this year's Puja. Hindu Seva Samiti, in the support of administration, has undertaken required measures to prevent traffic issues during immersion or celebration. The Samiti has issued guidelines regarding the music and the size of idols in the Puja pandals. Gupta further informed that after Puja, a Vijay San Milan will be held on 9th October, where the Best Discipline Puja Award will be given.
दुर्गा पूजा डिमापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट जिमान दुर्गा पूजा होय इतु पूजा के मॉनिटर करा तो हिंदू सेवा समिति परा करे लास्ट ईयर कोविड लगा रेस्ट्रिक्शन भी थकी से so there was less number of puja pandal was constructed. However, in this year, itu 11th September te we had a meeting with all the puja committee of Dimapur. So puja committee ke mathi kina amikhan 11th September te ekta meeting kurishe, and we found that 53 number of puja pandal will come these times. So accordingly, we moved an applications before the Commissioner of Police and Deputy Commissioner. So itu permission भी पाई किना आसे CP para permission भी दी किना आसे and as we know that after the puja date 5 te amikhan immersion होए तो last time तो all of COVID कारण amikhan तो systematically to corona है होले भी this year तो like any other year amikhan sob city tower te gather koribo and from 9 o'clock morning 9 o'clock date 5 October te amikhan tate para sida amikhan la immersion ghat new Dhanseri bridge te taje jabo aro who will come first to amikhan ekta number de itu hisab para immersion koribo.
5 artists received the Governor's Award for Distinction in Arts, Music and Literature 2021 to 2022 during the award ceremony held at Dr. Imkong Hibaao Hall in Kohima on Tuesday. Notably, Wapang Uzukam was awarded for Fine Arts, Sinaplumtur for Performing Art and Entertainment, Jajang Ziliang for Music, Pitel Chuju for Education and Piano, Tali Ang for Pop and Contemporary Christian Music. The awardees were awarded a cash prize of Rs 5 lakhs, silver plaque, shawl and citation. The event was attended by Governor Jagdish Mukhi, Chief Secretary J. Alam, Minister Planning and Coordination Neba Kruno, advisors, senior government officials and others. Moreover, Governor Jagdish Mukhi informed that the aim of the award for distinction in arts, music and literature should encourage the best talent from all parts of the state and also to reach the performing arts and literature to large number of people. He also encouraged the awarded to strive and to promote and art of culture in Nagaland and hoped that the Naga Award will continue to inspire people in artistic pursuit. The Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industry appealed the Dimapur-based transporters to call off their shuttered-down agitation on Tuesday, taking consideration to the coming festive season. Earlier, the convener and the secretary of DCCI, Omega Yeptomi and Tino Chamir, had a joint meeting with the Dimapur Deputy Commissioner Sachin Jaiswal and Commissioner of Police Rotitu Tetso on September 23. The meeting discussed ongoing indefinite closure of Dimapur transporters' offices since September 16, which led to affect normal business activities in the commercial hub. The DC and Commissioner of Police assured the DCCI members that all armed miscreants responsible for recent incidents of threat attempt on transporters would be booked soon. The DCCI urged the Dimapur-based transporters to call off their shutdown agitation in view of the assurances from the district and the police administration and to facilitate smooth shopping during the festive season. The Nagaland Baptist Church Council called for 12 hours of fasting and prayer from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in 1st October. NBCC General Secretary Reverend Dr. Zelho Keyo asked all the Baptist members, including executive secretaries and pastors, to lead the church in prayer for the healing of the land. Reverend Keyo noted that it is the Jubilee year for the Naga people and the celebration of Christianity in Nagaland would be held on November 19 and 20 in 2022. Reverend Keyo mentioned that the clean election movement for the upcoming general elections and called for prayers for the candidates and the voters as well. NBCC further called on the Naga people to pray for a viable solution to the Naga political situation and for peace and harmony among all tribes. Three-day of the indefinite protest by All Nagaland Ad Hoc Teachers Group 2015 batch continued outside the Kohima Secretariat complex. Even though heavy downpour played a spoil sport, yet the 1166 aggrieved teachers continued the protest, demanding for their legitimate rights. Sharing their grievances, some of the Nltv members who have been a part of the protest said that they have left their families back home and have traveled from far-flung areas demanding for regularization of their service, as they have been serving for more than 10 years, while some shared their age lapses to apply for a new government job after serving as ad hoc teacher all these years. Among the protesters, there were some women who were seen with their infants carrying at their back the whole day, demanding for justice. Talking to Nltv, they expressed their difficulties while being stationed at the state capital to carry out protests, leaving families at home. Meanwhile, the president, Roko Angami, and officials of the Northern Angami Youth Organization met the Nltv Central team and further extended their support to the group and their demand.
But very sadly,
Manzo aine nagar bazar de puise bisi tu paise khorbi ni la khorna hoina manola khor aro guma khamgi man to pachan lo ase floor de guma ine ni nya lo ine boya se aro pani bi giri shina to bisi tu paine aji 3 days wuche nya phage to na aro bazar bi bukhar ase ole ekona we historia morong ko hoina ita aise family aro duta to khor de rakhina aise
moi bi Phek district de aishe ina hoine yede ahin gorde bacha hanbi charina yede manduk paina ahina iniga agitation kurina 3 days hoy jase aru itu government bara mohalla ina dut khan saina regularization to di diwo la ina babina ani duk pai lebi rukhiase.
Government has been ignoring. We need to come and show our sentiments, show that we have the rights. Because even in the previous years which we have been agitating, even the advocate herself, she has stated that we are not being impleaded in the court case. However, the government is still saying that we are under the preview of the court case.
American government, itu tu American student kan, upcoming generation kan ke morom na kuria tu aji dikhi paise itu nimite government logo appeal kuri ase jodi American government to naga manu upcoming generation kan ke morom lagi kole to aji teachers kan ke regularize kuri dibo lage itu ami koi dibo mona ase aru ko nisna ami aji Northern Angami youth president ase itu American jurisdiction ase American youth side pora ki rasta de apune laga moto bashi kuro paribo American apune kala piche ase de.
The Yimkiwang Tribal Council has resolved to completely ban any election campaign by political leaders, political party workers and candidature declaration program in any form by individuals, groups or under Kemningon areas. The resolution to the effect was taken during a joint meeting of the Kemningon Tribal Council along with the Yimkiwang frontal organizations on September 27 at Shamato headquarters. The meeting was held to abstain from the forthcoming Nagaland state general election and any election process of the state and to support the resolution of the ENPO for separate statehood frontier Nagaland. YTC also supports the decision of Eastern Naga Student Federation to organize a mass public walkathon on October 7 to show solidarity for the frontier Nagaland statehood demand. A 3-day 24th General Conference of all Ziliang Rong Students Union got underway in Peren District on September 26 on the theme Ziliang Rong Then and Now. The event was graced by the former Nagaland Chief Minister and Chairman of UDA government, T.R. Ziliang, as the chief guest. On the second day, T.R. Ziliang remarked that a tribe without history can be termed as a lost tribe and encouraged the student community to understand the significance of preserving their history. The 24th General Conference would culminate on September 28 with the General Secretary of Nagahoho, K. Elu Ndang, as the guest of honor. 1,000 delegates from different federating units of Assam, Manipur and Nagaland attended the conference. After 2 rounds of nationwide raids and arrest of over 240 members of Popular Front of India, the central government of India on Tuesday has banned PFI, its associates and affiliates as an unlawful association with immediate effect for a period of 5 years under the Unlawful Activities Act 1967. The Ministry of Home Affairs made the announcement through a notification issued late on Tuesday night. It is to be mentioned that along with PFI, the ban is also imposed on its fronts including Rehab India Foundation, Campus Front of India, All India Imams Council, National Confederation of Human Rights Organization, National Women's Front, Junior Front, Empower India Foundation and Rehab Foundation Kerala. On banning of Popular Front of India by the government, Chief Minister of Assam on Wednesday welcomed the government's decision and further stated that the country under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is decisive and bold. Sarma further said that the government will deal firmly with anyone with a divisive, disruptive design against India.
This is a very, very welcoming move. I'd like to express our gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah for this bold action. In fact, we were anxiously waiting for this order. Central government in an appropriate time has decided appropriately for the interest of the nation. Again, I would like to congratulate and I'd like to thank MHA, particularly Amit Shah ji, for taking this bold decision. Assam government has already initiated follow-up action. We have few offices of PFI and CFI in Kamrup Metropolitan District, Baksa districts and Karimganj district. We have already sealed those offices. We are going to pick up more members of PFI. State notification has been issued. Within an hour or so, all districts will also issue follow-up notification. This is a very, very welcoming.
The central government on Wednesday announced the much-awaited hike in dearness allowance for government employees. Notably, the cabinet approved an increase of 4% in the dearness allowance, which now takes the total percent to 38. It is to be mentioned that the move taken by the Union Cabinet on Wednesday has brought a relief for the central government employees and pensioners amid the increasing inflation and the festive season. It is also to be mentioned that the announcement will benefit about 47.68 lakh central government employees and 68.62 lakh pensioners, and is also applicable for civilian employees and those employed in defense services. It may be worth mentioning that earlier in March, the cabinet had hiked the dearness allowance for central government employees and dearness relief for pensioners by 3% to 34% from 31%. Meanwhile, addressing the media briefing after the cabinet meeting, Union Minister Anurag Thakur further stated that the cabinet has also decided to extend the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana for another 3 months.
दिसंबर 2022 तक किया गया है। मंत्रिमंडल ने 1 जुलाई 2022 से देय केंद्र सरकार के कर्मचारियों और पेंशन भोगियों को 4% की दर से महंगाई भत्ते और महंगाई राहत की अतिरिक्त किश्त जारी करने की मंजूरी दी है। सालाना 12,852 करोड़ रुपए का बोझ सरकारी खजाने पर पड़ेगा और 8 महीने के लिए, जो अभी हम जुलाई 2022 से फरवरी 2023 तक देखें तो 8,568 करोड़ रुपए का बोझ वित्तीय वर्ष 2022-23 में पड़ेगा। लेकिन इससे लाखों ऐसे सरकारी कर्मचारी और जो पेंशन धारक हैं उनको लाभ मिलेगा। और ये गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना अप्रैल 2020 से चली और 25 महीने तक देश के 80 करोड़ से ज्यादा गरीबों को, जरूरतमंद परिवारों को अनाज देने का काम किया गया और जितने उनके पात्रता पहले थी उनकी मात्रा को दुगना, यानी कि जब इसको एडिशन किया 5 किलो अनाज प्रति व्यक्ति प्रति माह 25 महीनों तक देने का काम।
Rashtriya Janata Dal's president Lalu Prasad Yadav has been re-elected unopposed as the party chief for the 12th time after filing his nomination on Wednesday. Notably, JRJD is the senior ally in the Grand Alliance of 7 parties along with Janata Dal United, who is all set to be holding organizational pools from Panchayat to national levels. It is worth mentioning that the formal announcement of Lalu Yadav becoming the party president will be made on October 10 during the convention at Talkotara Stadium in Delhi. Meanwhile, on the occasion, Lalu's son and Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Yadav, Party Bihar State President Jagdanand Singh, Senior Leader Abdul Bari Siddiqui and other leaders of the party were also present. It may also be mentioned that the Rashtriya Janata Dal was founded in the year 1997 by Lalu Prasad Yadav, and the mass base of the party has traditionally been other backward classes, Dalits and Muslims.
देश का मौजूदा जो हालत है नरेंद्र मोदी के कार्यकाल में बद से बदतर हो गया है और बिल्कुल तानाशाही की तरफ ले जा रहे हैं। इसको तोड़ना है और सभी लोगों को इकट्ठा करके प्रतिपक्ष लोगों को इस सरकार को उखाड़ फेंकना है। और काफ़ी हमारा राष्ट्रीय जनता दल पूरी तरह से तैयार है और बिहार में नीतीश कुमार और हमारे पार्टी का जो मिलन हुआ ये उदाहरण है कि हम इकट्ठे हो गए हैं तब इनका विदाई तय है। इसलिए हम पर भरोसा किया है पार्टी के लोगों ने तो उनके भरोसा को तोड़ने नहीं देंगे। गरीबी है, बेरोजगारी है, चारों तरफ भ्रष्टाचार का बोलबाला है और देश में अक़लियत के लोगों को, मुस्लिम लोगों को हिंदू मुस्लिम करके ये देश को तोड़ना चाहते हैं। टूट रहा देश। मैं पहले भी बोला था कि देश रहेगा या टूटेगा। तो हर बात में हिंदू मुस्लिम मस्जिदों पर चढ़ के झंडा फहराना, भगवा ध्वज फहराना।
MOS for Rural Development and Steel, Fagan Singh Kulase launched the Jaldoot app and Jaldoot app e-brochure at a function in New Delhi in the presence of Union Minister Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti and MOS Panchayati Raj Kapil Moreshwar Pat. The app has been jointly developed by Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, which will enable Gram Rojgar Savayak to measure the water level of well twice a year, pre-monsoon and post-monsoon. Massive fire broke out in Maharashtra at Coast Power Engineering Limited Company due to a boiler explosion in the Vasai area of Palghar district on Wednesday. The incident took place at around 2:30 p.m. and a total of 3 people died and 8 others were seriously injured in the fire, who were taken to the nearest hospital for treatment. The sound of the explosion was heard from 1 to 2 kilometers. As the political fume escalates in Rajasthan, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is reportedly going to meet Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi in Delhi on Wednesday evening. Reportedly, the Chief Minister is visiting Delhi to express the feelings of 102 MLAs with the party leadership and organization. It is to be mentioned that Gehlot's visit comes a day after the Congress issued show-cause notices to 3 of its loyalists over their actions. Notably, the show-cause notices have been issued to RTDC Chairman Dharmendra Rathore, party's Chief Whip Mahesh Joshi, and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Shanti Dariwal after AICC in charge Ajay Makan and Mallikarjun Kharge submitted a written report to Congress Interim President Sonia Gandhi saying that a disciplinary action must be taken against the trio. It is to be mentioned that the action was taken after Makan and Kharge, who were appointed observers for the meeting of Congress Legislature Party, could not meet MLS individually to ascertain their views, as a parallel meeting was held by loyalists of Ashok Gehlot who are opposed to Sachin Pilot being elevated to the post. In a traffic incident, as many as 8 persons died, while more other 25 others were injured after a truck and a private bus rammed into each other in Uttar Pradesh, Lakhimpur Kheri district on Wednesday. Notably, the incident occurred at around 7:30 a.m. when the private bus carrying 50 passengers were heading towards Lakhimpur from Dauhara. It may be noted that all the injured persons were rushed to a district hospital nearby, where some others were referred to Lucknow. Meanwhile, condoling the accident, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath directed the senior officials to reach to the spot and ensure proper treatment for the injured, while he also wished for a speedy recovery of the injured. Former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb on Wednesday took an oath as MP of Rajya Sabha in the presence of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, who is also the chairperson of the upper house. Gujar leader from Rajasthan, Ghulam Ali, also took oath as the member of the Rajya Sabha. Deb had won the Rajya Sabha by polls from the state in the Rajya Sabha by-election in Tripura. Biplab Kumar Deb got 43 votes, while the opposition candidate Bunulal Saha got 15 votes. President Draupadi Murmu appointed Ghulam Ali to the Rajya Sabha on September 10. Meanwhile, the Bharatiya Janata Party had lauded the appointment, saying that now people from Jammu and Kashmir are being recognized after the abrogation of Article 370.
देखिए, प्रायोरिटी तो राज्य के विकास जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में 2018 में त्रिपुरा में शुरू हुई है, उसको गति देने का काम मैं ज़रूर करूंगा। और मैं आपके माध्यम से ये भी कहना चाहता हूं, जो त्रिपुरा के लिए कुछ डिमांड करूं, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्य के लिए खुद डिमांड लेके जाते हैं, आपको क्या चाहिए, आपको ये करना चाहिए। तो मैं इतना ही आपके माध्यम से त्रिपुरा के जनताओं को मैं बताना चाहता हूं, जो काम माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिया है त्रिपुरा के लोगों के लिए डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए, उस काम को गति देने के लिए मैं यहाँ फॉलो अप करूँगा, क्योंकि मोदी जी अपने आप ही नॉर्थ ईस्ट के राज्यों को अष्टलक्ष्मी के रूप में देखते हैं और उस दिशा में काम भी कर रहे हैं।
The Noklak Museum was beautified on Wednesday by all Pangsha Students' Union along with Pangsha VGs in Museum-cum-VGs Memorial Hall at all Pangsha, with logistic support from District Administration and Noklak Police. Notably on the occasion, Deputy Commissioner Haizu Meru, Superintendent of Police Dr. Pritpal Kaur, DIG Mukokchong and Nguli visited the museum. Furthermore, addressing the gathering, APSU President Hime Lam stated that the museum will not only help in preserving tribal history, traditions and culture, but will also help tourism sector as it is near Indo-Myanmar borders. On the occasion of the legendary singer-led Lata Mangeshkar's birth anniversary, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday took down to Twitter to pay his tribute to the legend. He recalled the innumerable interactions with her in which she always showed her affection. Meanwhile, to honor the late playback singer, the Prime Minister also virtually inaugurated a chowk in Ayodhya named after Mangeshkar. Notably, a 40 feet long and 12 meter high Veena sculpture was installed at the Ayodhya intersection, which weighs around 14 tons. According to reports, around rupees 7.9 crore have been spent on developing the intersection and is considered as one of the greatest projects of Ayodhya. It is to be mentioned that late singer Lata Mangeshkar was born in 1992 and died in February this year.
भारत की जड़ों से जुड़े रहकर आधुनिकता की ओर बढ़ते हुए भारत की कला और संस्कृति को विश्व के कोने कोने तक पहुंचाना ये भी हमारा कर्तव्य है। भारत की हजारों वर्ष पुरानी विरासत पर गर्व करते हुए भारत की संस्कृति को नई पीढ़ी तक पहुंचाना ये भी हमारा दायित्व है। इसके लिए लता दीदी जैसा समर्पण और अपनी संस्कृति के प्रति अगाध प्रेम
Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has been newly appointed as the kingdom's prime minister in a cabinet reshuffle ordered by his father and King Salman bin Abdulaziz. Notably, the Crown Prince, also known by his initials MBS, formerly held the positions of Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister. It may be mentioned that he was replaced as the defense minister by his younger brother, Khalid bin Salman, who was earlier the deputy defense minister. Furthermore, a Saudi official said that the prince's new role is in line with the king's previous delegation of duties to him, which included representing the kingdom in foreign visits and chairing summits hosted by the kingdom. Meanwhile, the country's foreign minister, Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, finance minister Muhammad Al Jaddan, and investment minister Khalid Al Fali remained unchanged. Australia unveiled plans to build the world's largest pumped hydroelectric energy storage scheme on Wednesday. The project is expected to be delivered by 2023 with 5 gigawatts of 24-hour storage, which is more than Australia's largest pumped hydro scheme, Snow 2.0. Pumped hydro technology allows for the long-term storage of renewable energy, which is key challenge for the transition to net carbon dioxide emission by 2050. That's all in the bulletin. Keep watching Nagaland TV.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम